and Hammer.
Hey! And we've had another load of shit turn up on the
Quite
helicarrier.
sexy looking.
Yeah, so we're doing a quick crisis protocol roundup here. As you can tell with your eyes, first up is the Deadpool and Bob Agent of Hydra expansion for Marvel Crisis Protocol, which comes with Deadpool, Bob Agent of Hydra, and a taco truck. I'm excited.
Yes, pretty good.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe more of them will start coming with terrain little vehicles as well.
There's only certain characters that obviously work with.
Why did we punish come with Taskmaster and not the Battle Wagon?
Yes, there you go. Yeah. Or a laundrette.
Imagine giving us Ghost Rider without a vehicle, you know. Dread. Wow. Deep cut there for Punisher fans. So up first is Deadpool, Wade Wilson. If he doesn't have some sort of a regen, I think we're allowed to get cross, aren't we?
Oh, I think so, yes.
Okay, so Deadpool, real name Wade Wilson. He has got 4 hit points, speed medium, size 2, and he costs 3 points to put into your team. He has a physical defense of 3, an energy defense of 3, and a magic defense of 4. He has a physical attack stab, range 2, 5 dice, cost 0. After this attack is resolved, this character gains power equal to the damage dealt. He also has a physical attack bang, range 4, 4 dice, cost 0. If you manage to roll a wild and a critical, then you trigger bang bang. After this attack is resolved, this character may make another bang attack. The additional attack must target the original target character. This special rule may only be triggered by the first bang attack each action. If you roll a wild and 2 criticals, then you trigger bang bang bang. After this attack is resolved, this character may make another bang attack. This additional attack must target the original target character. This special rule may only be triggered by an attack granted by the bang bang special rule, so you can chain them.
Blimey.
In theory, do 3 attacks in one action. Yeah, he's got a physical attack called Duodenum Poke, which is range 2, 6 dice, cost 3. If this attack deals damage, after this attack is resolved, the target character gains the bleed and slow special conditions. That really wins them.
Yeah, I do like that bang bang one, that's really good.
He has an active power, Merc with a Mouth, cost 3. Choose an enemy character within range 3 of this character, it loses 2 power. A character may be affected by the superpower only once per round, so you can just gob off and distract them.
Nice.
Always on, I know karate. This character may re-roll 1 die in its attack and defense rolls. Always on, unicorns, rainbows and sugar plums dancing through my head. This character cannot be pushed or advanced by effects from magic attacks or enemy superpowers.
Well, that's unusual to have some magic defense.
Always on, healing factor 2. Healing factor 2, at the end of each of this character's activations, it may remove 2 points of damage.
Oh, nice.
After his card flips, he gains an extra power, which is always on. Alright, now it's serious. This character always counts as healthy instead of injured for the purposes of contesting objectives.
Well, so they're kind of...
See, it's just his little hand crawling along with his tiny little
Yeah,
legs.
but yes, he can do those baby steps.
Okay, Bob, Agent of Hydra, real name Robert Dobolina.
I always wondered.
3 hit points, speed medium, size 2, cost 2 points to put into your force. Physical defense 2, energy defense 2, magic defense 2. Hydra pistol. Physical attack, range 3, 4 dice, cost 0. After this attack is resolved, Bob gains 1 point of power.
So that's Hydra Tech.
Yeah. Physical attack, excessive violence, range 4, 9 dice, cost 0. This character may choose this attack only if it has a loaded token. After the attack is resolved, this character loses all loaded tokens it has. Before damage is dealt, all other characters within range 2 of the target character suffer 2 points of damage. Before damage is dealt, Bob is thrown away from the target character short distance, because of recoil. This throw is resolved by the player controlling the target character. Then, if Bob does not have a dazed token, it suffers 3 points of damage. Active power, Hydra Tactics, cost 2. Choose another allied character within range 2 of this character. Place this character within range 1 of the chosen character. Active power, make it spicy Bob, costs 8 power. This character gains a loaded token. Always on, muy caliente. This character gains 1 loaded token at the start of the game. So you can do the excessive violence attack once. If you want to reload it, it costs you 8 power.
Which is quite a lump,
Yeah,
actually.
but then to fire it is 0 power.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
So you've still got to reload it.
It is quite a lump though, isn't it?
After he's injured, he gains another power, which is, but how? Which is always on. If this character does not have an activated token and would be KO'd by having damage tokens placed on it, it gains a dazed token instead. During the cleanup phase, when you would normally flip this character's card as a result of a dazed token, it remains on its injured side and this character loses 3 power. If he can't be taken out the game, he just stays on injured. If at any time this is the only character you control, you lose the game.
Place the I had to put them together sheet briefly, but it's back now. It's all good.
Okay, and it comes with 3 new Team's Tactics cards as well. One's just called Yoink. Unaffiliated active. During Deadpool's activation, he may spend 2 power to play this card. Select one of the following effects. If an allied cable is within range 2 of Deadpool, place Deadpool within range 2 of his current position. If an allied domino is within range 2 of Deadpool, Deadpool may use the grenade bounce attack listed on her stat card once this activation without paying its power cost. If an allied Wolverine that is holding an objective token is within range 2 of Deadpool, place 1 objective token held by Wolverine onto Deadpool. Deadpool is now holding the token. This team tactic card does not allow a character to hold more tokens than the crisis specifies. If an enemy Bob Agent of Hydra is within range 2 of Deadpool, you may remove any number of loaded tokens from it.
Nice.
Pretty Sneaky Sis, which is an X-Force card, reactive. During the power phase, any number of allied X-Force characters may spend 2 power each to play this card. Enemy characters must be within range 2 of characters that spent power to target them with attacks this round. And finally, with the Team Tactic card, Chimichangas. Unaffiliated active, Deadpool may spend 1 power to play this card. Add a Chimichanga objective token to the game. Deadpool is holding this token. At the end of a character's activation, if it is holding a Chimichanga token, it gains 1 power and may remove 1 point of damage or 1 special condition. Any character may use the following interact ability. Interact with Chimichanga, pick up a Chimichanga token. For those of you who don't know, it's a deep fried burrito.
We love them. I must admit, I can recommend the veggie ones.
Well, of course, it's us.
Awesome, great set.
That's a really great set.
Yeah, really good.
Really impressed with that. How's the detail on the truck looking?
Yeah, not good castings actually.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay, so we have the Doctor Strange and Wong set, which should be pretty cool, right? This should be heavy hitting, you'd hope.
Well, yeah.
This pack comes with a list of the Defenders, which is obviously what
They've come under, yeah.
Doctor Strange. I'm just going to check the affiliation to see what he. Doctor Strange.
It looks like quite a spectacular cast for Strange.
I'm hopeful out for a Illuminati team at some point, so that'll mean we'll get Namor. Doctor Strange is the leader of the Defenders. Other characters that you can use in the Defenders team are the Amazing Spider-Man, Daredevil, Ghost Rider, Hawkeye, Hulk, Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Scarlet Witch, Peter Parker Spider-Man, Valkyrie, Wolverine and Wong.
Okay, some heavy hitters there.
Okay, so Doctor Strange, real name Stephen Vincent Strange. He has got 6 hit points, movement of medium, size 2 and cost an almighty 5 points to put into your Crisis Protocol team. He has a physical defense of 3, a energy defense of 4 and a magic defense of 4. His first attack is an energy attack which is Bolts of Bedevilment, which is range 4, 5 dice, cost 0. After this attack is resolved, this character gains power equal to the damage dealt. If this attack dealt damage, after this attack is resolved, Doctor Strange may push the target character short distance. He has a magic attack, which is Crimson Bands of Sitarak.
Yay.
Range 3, 6 dice, cost 4. After this attack is resolved, the target character gains the stagger special condition, which is when the character activates, its first action must be a shake action.
So basically miss a go, basically.
Stagger special action, yeah. If your attack roll contains a critical hit, a wild and a hit, then you may also trigger Mystic Binding. After this attack is resolved, instead of inflicting the stagger special condition, if the target character does not have an activated token, you may give it an activated token. So it completely skips its turn.
Nice. Really, really nice.
Mystic Empowerment. If Doctor Strange is leading a defender's team, then once per turn, when an allied character declares an attack, before choosing a target, it may spend 1 power. If it does, you may choose whether this attack type is physical, energy, or magic. If this attack deals damage, the target character gains the Hex special condition.
The casting's really lovely.
Yeah. Hex is the character doesn't roll additional dice for its critical results during attack, defense, or dodge rolls. Stops your dice exploding.
Kind of basically mutes you, yeah.
Active superpower, Oshta's Refuge, cost 3. Doctor Strange or an allied character within range 2 of Doctor Strange removes up to 3 points of damage. This superpower can be used only once per turn. That's a hell of a boost.
We did want him to be powerful, let's be honest.
Reactive superpower, Hoggoth's Hoary Wisdom, cost 2. When this character or an allied character within range 3 of Doctor Strange is targeted by an attack, Doctor Strange may use this superpower. Add 2 dice to the target character's defense roll against this attack. Always on, Eye of Agamotto. Doctor Strange may modify and re-roll critical fail dice results. Doctor Strange may re-roll all of its attack or defense dice once per attack.
Time gem.
Always on, Shield of the Seraphim. Whenever Doctor Strange rolls dice, after the effect is resolved, it gains 1 power if it rolled at least 1 block. Always on, Flight and Gem Bearer. He can take the Soul Gem and the Time Gem. Wong, real name, Wong.
I've been calling him Wang!
Hit points 4, movement medium, size 2, cost to put in your force 2. Physical defense 2, energy defense 3, magic defense 3. Physical attack, strike. Range 2, 4 dice, cost 0. After this attack is resolved, Wong gains 1 power. Active superpower, Faithful Assistant, cost 2. Choose another allied character within range 3 of Wong. It gains 1 power. A character may be affected by this superpower once per round. Active superpower, Meditate, cost 0. As an action, Wong gains 1 power. Active superpower, the Vishanti's Blessing, cost 1. As an action, this Wong or an allied character within range 3 of Wong removes up to 2 damage or 1 special condition. A character may be affected by this superpower only once per round. Always on, Servant to the Sorcerer Supreme. While within range 3 of an allied Doctor Strange, Wong adds 1 die to its defense rolls. We have a copy of the Soul Gem included,
really?
so if you don't already have the Soul Gem, it is included. We have 3 Team Tactics
It appeared with
cards.
Thanos, I suppose you got all those with Thanos, did you?
Usually if the character is a gem bearer, they will come with 1 of the gems. Certainly the Thanos pack contains all of them.
Yeah, so
I think
it's nice that they've
Loki
assumed
came
that you
with 1.
may not have got
Loki
Thanos.
came with 1, Ronan the Accuser came with 1. So if you've got a gem bearer character, it will come with at least 1 Infinity Gem.
Oh, that's
as
really
well.
cool.
Yeah. Hey, Team Tactics cards. Pentagram of Farala, Defenders, Reactive. During the power phase, Doctor Strange or Wong may spend 2 power to play this card. Place a Mystic Portal token within range 1 of the character that played this card, then place a Mystic Portal token within range 5 of the same character. At any time during a character's activation, while within range 1 of the Mystic Portal, it may spend 1 power once per turn to be placed within range 1 of another Mystic Portal. Bamf. 7 Sons of Cinnabus, unaffiliated, active. If it is Doctor Strange's activation and there are 2 other non-dazed allied characters within range 2 of him, he may spend 3 power to play this card.
It's really great artwork on these
Oh,
cards.
they're amazing. Doctor Strange may use the 7 Sons of Cinnabus attack shown above once this turn. Energy attack, beam 5, 8 dice, cost 0. If this attack deals damage, after the attack is resolved, the target enemy character gains the Incinerate special condition, which is this character removes 1 die from its defense rolls.
It doesn't sound good.
Vapors of Valtor. You can get cream for that these days. Unaffiliated, active. If there are 2 other non-dazed allied characters within range 2 of Doctor Strange, you may spend 3 power to play this card. Choose a character within range 3 of Doctor Strange. That character gains 3 obscuring mist tokens. Each time the character is targeted by an attack, shuffle the tokens and reveal 1 at random. If a token has a blank on the back, you may re-roll any number of the attacker's dice. If it has a silhouette, the attack continues as normal. At the end of a round, remove all obscuring mist tokens from the character. And we have a new scenario as well.
Oh, nice.
Extraction scenario, the Montesi formula found. Set up, place 3 spell books as indicated on map E. Players score 1 victory point of each spell book held by a character they control during the cleanup phase. Interact spellbook, pick up a spellbook. A character cannot hold more than 1 spellbook. A character holding a spellbook can use the following attack once per turn. Mystic Beam, energy attack, beam 3, 6 dice, cost 0. That's a really good pack. I mean, you buy it for Doctor Strange, but Wong's helpful as well.
Yeah, but as I say, I do like the fact they're giving you a gem. They're not assumed that you've already got Thanos or that sort of thing. Or so that's really good.
Yeah. That was a really good pack. Okay, we've got the Man and Wasp pack for Crisis Protocol. Looking forward to this one?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I was really thinking about Deadpool, but this one is still good.
Yeah.
And how they're going to get around the actual tiny sides on this.
Well, there's actually the character card. I'll pass these over a second once I've read through them. The character cards are actually in a completely different format. They are landscape orientation, so there's actually a split card, one for them at normal size and one for them at tiny size. So Ant-Man, Scott Lang, physical defense 3, energy defense 2, magic defense 3, 5 hit points, and he costs 3 points to put into your force. Normal size, speed medium, height 2, physical attack, pin particle punch. Range 2, 4 dice, cost 0. After this attack is resolved, Ant-Man gains power equal to the damage dealt. After this attack is resolved, Ant-Man may transform into Ant-Man Tiny. If it transforms, he drops all objective tokens he is holding before transforming. Physical attack, Bullet Ant Barrage, beam 3, 7 dice, cost 4. If this attack deals damage, after this attack is resolved, the target character gains the poison and stun special conditions. So yes, you can just attack Deadpool with a load of hands. Active power, change size, cost 1. Ant-Man drops all objective tokens it is holding, then transforms into Ant-Man Tiny. The change size superpower can be used only once per turn. Reactive, pin particle control, cost 1. When Ant-Man is targeted by an enemy attack or would suffer a collision, you may use this superpower. Ant-Man drops all objective tokens it is holding, then transforms into Ant-Man Tiny before the attack or collision continues. Tiny, movement short, height 1, physical attack, ant-sized uppercut, range 1, 6 dice, cost 0. After his attack is resolved, Ant-Man gains power equal to the damage dealt. After this attack is resolved, Ant-Man transforms into Ant-Man Normal. Active power, change size, cost 1. Ant-Man transforms into Ant-Man Normal. The change size superpower can be used only once per turn. Active power, hitch a ride, cost 0. Place this character within range 3 of its current position. This superpower can be used only once per turn. Anthony.
What translucent shit?
Always on, stealth. Characters must be within range 3 of Ant-Man Tiny to target it with attacks. Always on, tiny superhero. Ant-Man Tiny may re-roll any number of defense or dodge dice. Additionally, Ant-Man Tiny cannot hold objective tokens. Wasp, real name Janet Van Dyne. Physical defense 3, energy defense 2, magic defense 3. Normal size, speed medium, height 2. Size changing smackdown, physical attack, range 3, 5 dice, cost 0. After this attack is resolved, Wasp gains power equal to the damage dealt. After this attack is resolved, Wasp may transform into Wasp Tiny. If it transforms, it drops all objective tokens she is holding before transforming. Active power, cost 1. Wasp drops all objective tokens she is holding, then transforms into Wasp Tiny. The change size superpower can be used only once per turn. Active superpower, Pim Discs, cost 3. Choose an interactive terrain feature of size 3 or less within range 2 and throw it medium. This superpower can be used only once per turn. Reactive superpower, Pim Particle Control, cost 1. When Wasp is targeted by an enemy attack or would suffer a collision, you may use this superpower. Wasp drops all objective tokens she is holding, then transforms into Wasp Tiny before the attack or collision continues. Always on, flight. Wasp Tiny, speed long, height 1. Energy attack, Stinger Blast, range 2, 5 dice, cost 0. After this attack is resolved, Wasp gains power equal to the damage dealt. Wasp does not gain power for damage dealt by this attack. Wasp's Fury, range 3, 6 dice, cost 2, energy attack. After this attack is resolved, Wasp may advance medium. She's going to get a shift on.
Yes, sounds like it.
After this attack is resolved, this character transforms into Wasp Normal.
I think you're really going to like the tiny versions from putting together.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Basically, you just put the wings on.
Okay. Active power, change size, cost 1. Wasp drops all objective tokens she is holding, then transforms into Wasp Normal. The change size superpower can be used only once per turn. Always on, Tiny Superhero. This character may reroll any number of defense or dodge dice. Additionally, Wasp cannot hold objective tokens. Always on Stealth. Characters must be within range 3 of Wasp Tiny to target it with attacks. Always on Flight. And
I'm liking the panoramic.
Yes, we have some team tactics
Suits his
cards
lens
as
better.
well. Reversal, unaffiliated, reactive. After an attack that targeted an allied character is resolved, another allied character within range 3 of the attacking character may spend 2 power to play this card. Roll 4 dice. Deal 1 damage to the attacker for each critical hit and wild rolled. No escape, unaffiliated, reactive. During an enemy character's activation, when it begins a move action, as in within range 2 of 2 or more allied characters, before the enemy character moves, both allied characters may spend 1 power each to play this card. Before the move is resolved, roll 4 dice. Deal 1 damage to the enemy character for each critical hit and each wild rolled. Pim Particles, unaffiliated, active. Ant-Man or Wasp may spend 2 power to play this card. Choose another allied character within range 3 of this character. Then choose an interactive terrain feature of size 3 or less within range 3 of the chosen character. The chosen character throws it medium distance. I think it's going to be a fun set.
Very
Wasp's
cool.
going to get a shift on.
Very cool artwork.
I like the constant size changing. I mean, it's more like the MCU style than the comics, but I like the constant
Yeah,
size
they're
changing
popping
attacks.
up, and every turn you could basically
Yeah,
change size.
yeah, and they both hit hard as well. So, double thumbs up for all these releases?
Yeah, well, definitely. Yeah, I still have as like a warm for the Deadpool one.
Okay.
Because it just looks awesome,
And for the truck.
I do love. Yeah, you get the truck as well, and but it's a more expensive bit of kit. So
Yeah, but of all the Crisis Protocol releases I've seen, I think the Deadpool one is the most fairly priced so far, though.
Yeah,
If
you've
you
got a lot of stuff
size
there.
bit of terrain and 2
Yeah.
characters. That's not too shabby. Doctor Strange, I think, sounds a bit OP just reading his cards. To be honest, I think he could stat, which is why he should be. He's one of the most powerful characters in the Marvel universe.
To save your reality.
Yeah, he's undeniably one of the most powerful characters in the Marvel universe. Wong feels a bit of filler. I mean, even Bob Agent of Hydra is fun. Wong just feels like his job is to follow around Doctor Strange, giving him power points.
Yes. Yeah.
It's,
Yeah, you're right. He's he's the gun caddy.
It's a tough call because would someone like Clea or Doctor Druid, Brother Voodoo, something like that, made a better.
They've
buff
gone
on
Wong
Wong.
because of the MCU. Because everyone knows who he is. Yeah.
On the one hand, it would have been nice to do that. On the other hand, they couldn't not do Wong. He's just always there.
Yeah.
So
I'm not sure about the time frames with Brother Voodoo and Doctor Strange.
I mean, Marvel time's pretty elastic.
Yeah,
anyway.
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Marvel time, in theory, there's been about, it doesn't really work. In theory, there's been about 12 years since the Fantastic Four became a Fantastic Four, is the idea. And the way they tend to judge that is Peter Parker has aged about 10, 15 years. He was about 16 when he came one, and he's in his early 30s.
Yeah,
now.
and there's obviously bits that break through to other stories.
And then Captain America has just been frozen for a longer period of time.
Yes.
The first one has been frozen for 20 years, he's been frozen for 50 years, he's been frozen for 70 years. And the Punisher just gets fatter. It's so the Marvel time thing, and obviously it's 12 years since the mid-60s. So we've had the Vietnam War, and we've had Desert Storm, and all these things have happened in 12 years, and it really doesn't. I mean, the alternative is you go down the DC route and you kind of reset your timeline every 5 to 10 years, or you do the 2000 AD route and run in real time, which is why Judge Dredd is in his 70s now.
Yes, very tired.
He's had cancer twice, he's got a bionic eye, he's just fucking knackered. Okay guys, we hope you've enjoyed watching us play with these new Marvel toys as much as we've enjoyed taking a look at what's inside them, and we will get these assembled and painted and on the table as quick as we can. So this has been Bring on the Bad Guys for Emotionally 14. What's Emotionally 14? It's a website containing all the things you love, like Deadpool, Chimichangas, Ant-Man, getting distracted and talking about 2000 AD again. All the things you love can be found at emotionally14.com, and you can find them on all social media channels at emotionally14. Special thank you to our friends at There Will Be Games, who you can find at therewillbe.games and on all social media channels at There Will Be Games. If you want to follow the show itself, you can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Bring On The Bad Guys. If you'd like to follow me, you can find me on all social media channels at RealGradHB. Ian, where can people find you?
I'm on Instagram on Great Old One.
Awesome. Okay guys, we'll see you very soon for some Marvel and DC related gaming. Bye!
Bye.